here we are to talk about professional wrestling.
Nobody knows the whole story, so I'll tell you.
How about you, Jason?
Oh, this is like a murder room. This is great.
Lots of black sex magicians out there, right?
Afterwards, there are some videotapes.
And when you talk about professional wrestling, you talk about the #1 family in professional wrestling today.
Masked, Match, and Mayhem.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. You know what that means?
That means it's time for another MMM show.
Welcome to another edition of Mass, Mats, and Mayhem. I'm your host, Justin Outlaw Harvey. You can find me on social media at Justin Harvey75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMshow75. What's crack-a-lackin'? How y'all doing?
Yo.
Oh, you did see, Tony, you did the right thing. I don't know. I never know which setting it's supposed to be on. So we gotta let's go. We gotta let's go. We gotta yes. We gotta let's fucking go. We gotta let's go. Apparently it's time to go.
Time to go home.
Should I start with Dynamite? Should I start with Dynamite, Bear? You're wearing the shirt. I feel like I should start with Dynamite.
Well, I feel like I gotta wear some wrestling swag, and all I got is AEW swag on a wrestling show.
I have wrestling swag on today, but it's the MMM Show 100th episode shirt from.
Well, see, now I need to get some MMM swag. I don't have any.
I know Tony's looking at me like all thirsty. That's at Tony Allen over there.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys had.
I don't know where Meef is, and Tony is not wearing a hat because he is on Team Ricochet, which is also why he looks smooth, baby, because it's smooth like a baby's butt. So Brody King is your new AEW World Champ. Wait, no, he's not, because it's just a stupid title eliminator match. I'm furious.
Yes.
I hate that. I hate that.
No,
I hate that.
You know what? It did get me. I was like, oh, that's right. He's not.
Which shirt, CK? You want the MMM Show 100 shirt?
I don't even have that, bro.
It's got the let me see what the back looks like. Let me see if I can show you guys the back.
He just wants to like show up. Oh, that's the logo. Yeah.
Thought
we were gonna get some booty there, but okay.
No, I don't have any of that. I did leg day this week though.
Yeah, me too.
Finally.
I went to the gym 3 straight days. I'm so cooked right now.
We don't have MMM boxers anymore. I think Casey had the only pair. He did it with an iron-on, but we had MMM Show iron-ons.
No,
you could make your own.
Okay, there you go. You can make anything.
We need to get Skims as a sponsor.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you guys think about the main event? I mean, everybody's raving. A lot of people really, really loved the ending to Dynamite tonight. I agree. I thought it should have been. You're so right. It should have been for. I hate eliminators. We had 2 of them on the show tonight. I can't say enough bad things about title eliminators. But how did you guys feel? I'll just shut up.
I mean, I liked it. I mean, I don't know about the eliminator as a concept. I think it's weird that, like you said, they have more than one on a show. But I think the ending was fun. I like what they're doing with this main event scene. I like everybody circling around MJF right now. I like what they're doing with Andrade since he's came back. This is about the most interested I've been in Andrade in his entire career. Brody push is awesome. Brody, I feel like he's just been around forever and he's a believable, like I believe him. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those guys that like he looks the part, man. And so it was a good ending.
I enjoyed the last 10 minutes of that more than I enjoyed most of the Royal Rumble. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good measure. And yes, Andrade, there was this moment tonight when he hits Brody from the back.
Sorry, Beck's just always got the
Oh
best.
wow,
jokes.
Rebecca.
Beck's just got the best jokes.
Wow, that was that. Okay.
And Meef is a shiny face spud.
Something like
that. No, so continue with what you were saying. So you like the Andrade angle?
Andrade, there was something that was super funny today. He hits Brody from the back, and then Brody doesn't even flinch, and then he goes like, "Oh shit!" like mouthing it. So like you could, it was like, "Oh my god!" He made me laugh so hard. Like it's just like, what the hell? Now he has comedic timing in English. Like what the hell's going on?
He always kind of did. There were some moments that, like, right before he left AEW, before when he was doing that stuff with Lana or whatever the heck her name is, CJ.
Right. Yeah.
They had some moments where he had great comedic timing. Like I was actually liking some of that stuff, and then but of course they couldn't push it too far because he was negotiating with TK at the time and going back and forth on contract negotiations. So they were still keeping him on air. He did exactly what Hobbs did. He worked right up until the end. Yes, Lana Banana. And he had some funny little bits in there, and he can play comedic. Like Andrade's decent. He's just not the most eloquent speaker in either language, quite frankly.
Well, to be honest, either one is not forte.
I mean, look,
But
he's got
I gotta
charisma.
say, but I gotta say, there's been a lot of social media posts about him, and I saw one today. I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but it was I like the way that they describe it. I've never been more invested in a Mexican wrestler since Eddie Guerrero, and then they show Andrade on it. So I was like, oh man, that is true. He will probably get up there.
Oh, they were investing up at WWE.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So did you send it to me? Is that how I saw it? Probably. I don't know. But anyways, if they strap him with a belt, then this is our new Eddie. With the distance, but I mean, yes, I mean, quality on the ring. Are you kidding me?
I mean, quality in the ring, but I mean, look, Eddie was a good talker. Eddie had great promos. I mean, some of the stuff that he did with the original LWO was just, before Vince made him classic stereotyped Mexican stuff. He was doing some of that stuff himself, and that stuff was funny because he was poking fun at his boys and ribbing them and ribbing himself and just doing it for giggles because they were buried in that second hour on Nitro. That stuff was amazing. I don't even know what language that is, but I'm going to put it on the screen because it looks cool. Hi, brothers. What's up, brother Lakshmi?
What's up, brother?
That is... Give me a second. Get my brain working.
Salud. No, I mean it's like I said, I've seen Andrade in a lot of different places, and as a Gringo dude here, I don't know, it's never there was some moments like you were saying towards the end of his first AEW run where there was some character work that I was kind of digging, and then he had that Continental Classic run, and it was all right, cool, and then he left, and then did nothing in the Fed for a while.
He left to go and get divorced and then do a best of 7 with Carmelo.
But Bachelor Andrade is the funniest thing that I've ever seen. Just him hanging out with the hotties. I mean, he had some.
Now, was I incorrect
tonight?
Did they call his finish the DM? Is that the name of his finish?
I hope so.
I thought I heard that. I was not paying the closest attention because I was making notes for the show and doing some other stuff and talking to our sponsor. But I was like, did they just call his finisher the DM? That's incredible.
He slid into the DM.
That's what he's been doing. I mean, that's his whole thing right now. And I don't know. It's fun. He's fun. The entire main event scene is so fun. I mean, even the Swerve and Kenny match is like intriguing to me. Everything that's happening.
I think that's very intriguing, actually, and I think this is part of why the numbers are up, which was part of what I wanted to talk about tonight. The AEW numbers, we're not talking up, we're talking considerably up. Like
everyone's Royal Rumble. It's like, ooh.
Okay, Collision got a 492 last weekend, and that is up against the UFC on the same day as the Royal Rumble.
Wait. Is this Collision?
Collision. I'm not talking about Dynamite. Collision. This past Saturday on the same day as the Royal Rumble and head-to-head with the UFC got a 492. They haven't done that in like ever. And then last week's Dynamite did a 653. Got a 0.09 on in the 18 to 49. It did fabulous. And hasn't done, that well in ages. Now, look, NXT is still doing 675 every week. But where AEW is at right now is amazing ratings wise. I think that's a huge deal that both shows, and I think it illustrates something very clearly. Like, first of all, MJF as the champion is one of the things that we know works. The last time the ratings were consistently in this range, MJF was the champion. We also know that CM Punk takes 100,000 viewers with him wherever he goes. So you can bring your ratings up or down by 100,000 viewers just by having CM Punk on your show. It's very consistent. It's like whenever he's not on a show, it goes down 100,000. Whenever he's on a show, it goes up 100,000. Or apparently there's 100,000 people out there that just watch CM Punk and don't even care about wrestling. I don't know how that works, but
he's a chick magnet.
Right. He's the chick magnet. But I got to say that I think part of the secret is this parity formula that they're having right now with top guys. They really do feel like there's a stable full of top guys, and not a stable full of top guys that we're not using, but a stable full of top guys that are fighting each other. This was one of the secrets to the Monday Night Wars with Nitro and Raw back in the day. With part of why it was interesting is because you'd turn on Raw and it would be The Rock versus Mankind. It would be Undertaker versus Shawn. Like, you were getting quality big names in a feud. They might not have been like having their big blow off match, but maybe they were in a tag match, or they were working a segment backstage, or they were always at each other's throats. They weren't trying to always make these up and coming guys.
Well, the Monday Night Wars, that's when they kind of blew out the pay-per-view format. Of only seeing those pay-per-view quality matches, because they were trying to one-up each other for TV. That's when TV became more important.
Well, and then you saw it even post the Monday Night Wars, with the invasion stuff. I mean, they didn't get like the Hogans and whatnot, but they got the Booker T's, they got the RVDs in there. And so, you had Kurt Angle, you had Eddie Guerrero coming up at that time.
Whatever happened to RVD? What's he up to these days?
He's just, smoking weed, banging
weed and hotties, and hanging out with hotties.
Did he just become like a dad at like 60 or something?
He just had twins, didn't he?
Yeah. Taking
care of
really?
Kids.
It's not the first time he's had twins.
Good for him.
Changing diapers and smoking blunts.
This show is a very international show, Lakshmi. Byron is from Skid Row.
Hold on a second. Is she calling Meef a brother?
Bear, what state are you in right now? You're in the.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin right now.
Wisconsin's.
Yeah.
Eat some cheese.
That's very international.
Mr. Tony there is down south in Monterrey, Mexico, and Meefloaf is in Foulmouth, England.
He has a foul mouth.
I mean, I'm close enough that I could almost represent Canada.
You really probably could, and I'm representing Cleveland, Ohio.
That rust.
I know, just the rust belt. But look, at least Cleveland has invented some really awesome things, like the Cleveland Steamer,
the Miz,
Polish Boys,
the Miz.
LeBron. Well,
but yeah, so I really do think that They really did have some great songs. I really do think that the parody with this top guy situation is part of this newfound success. And like, can they keep it going? Like, don't give me bullshit. Give me some decent matches. Let's not make them all the same. The fact that there was 2 title eliminators today, I definitely have an issue with that. That did not work for me.
I got an issue with them putting their fucking trios belt on a top guy because that just makes that entire belt pointless. But
I want to make a point about title eliminators. And I'm not saying title eliminators are good matches to do. I'm not giving my opinion.
Center your head because you're getting lost on the vertical. Get
These
centered.
belts going all shiny.
There you are.
You know what? I need the sweet comfort of Sting behind me to help center me.
God.
No, you're good.
It's not too late. Put him up.
So here's the thing about title eliminators is that it's not just a Tony Khan thing. He grew up watching wrestling like we did, and we grew up watching non-title losses. Champs in WWF, WWE would do non-title losses. Maybe it's a tag match, and they take the pin, and the person who pins them now gets to face them for the title for no other reason than that. Yeah, it was like a trope. It was such a repeated trope. It was like an Adam Cole TNT title reign. They were just so uninspired that it's like everyone who has a belt, not the world title, but like people have a belt, they're going to lose. If it's non-title, they're going to lose. So you can have the next match. They weren't called eliminator matches then, but it fucking sucked. Sorry. Oh, we're 16 minutes in. We still get money for this.
No,
it's kind of lame now.
Like 5 seconds in.
I dropped the first one. You're good.
Yeah, actually,
there. You need. Come on. We need to pay hosting fees. You owe us like. What do we lose for monetizing this?
Send me a Venmo.
78 cents.
This is a very good question. Is the man in the blue shirt single?
Who's asking?
Wow, you're supposed to say
man
no.
Deep.
Man deep.
Man
Niagara.
I couldn't say the next
I'm actually.
so. Thanks,
man. Deep Nagar. 9950. I'm just.
You know
reading
what?
the
I would
name.
enjoy saying that name a lot.
He's a friend of Race's fan. Love these names, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Why? We have the best fans. I do want to give a quick shout out to Comatose. I hope you get hit by a fucking truck.
Wow.
Damn,
I read the comments.
Wow.
I know what you're saying.
What do you mean? He's saying Sting things, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a yeah.
No, that's a Batman quote. No,
Sting did use it
though.
This is what he said. You think I didn't see that? You son of a bitch. Byron, welcome back from the homeless shelter.
Wow. It's a real contrast, though, isn't it? And you've got the being
how much for the homeless guy in the blue shirt? Jesus Christ.
Oh God. I've been in the desert all day helping my friend build his camping property.
Can we talk about Chris Statlander for a minute? I liked the promo tonight. I liked the look tonight. She looks great.
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw your comment, but I didn't see it. Damn it.
She's getting better. Sometimes just getting the reps works. Like she looked like she felt comfortable in front of the mic. It was a pre-tape, but it didn't seem like it was some pre-tape that she flubbed 5 times or that she was like nervous or weird or she had to remember a bunch of crazy shit. Like she came out, she did her shtick. She looked great, even though she looked like a cross between, what did I say, Wonder Woman as a road warrior on a Star Trek show or something. Like she had some mixed metaphors going on in the costuming, but it worked. So who cares? Like it's a results-based industry, and she got the results. But I was kind of proud of her. I was like, okay, that's my champ. I'm feeling this. That was good for her. I dug it. I was not a huge fan of the women's tag match. I liked the mixed tag better, though I won't talk about the stipulation match in Australia. But of course, Tony needs to have a big moment out there in the land down under. So more power to her as we head into Grand Slammy.
Are they promoting the Australia show? I thought they kind of forgot about it.
No, that was the whole like they got. I think it's like isn't that Brody match? That was like the whole thing to sell it.
That's the reason why he won, so that he can go and face whatever.
I didn't watch Dynamite yet. I'm going to.
Goat is going to the show. This spoiled mother.
Whoa.
Which match are you most excited for since you're going?
You tell us. What are you excited for, Goat? You are the.
We can feel the silence with information.
He's our Macedonian correspondent. You don't need to put that on the screen.
Hey ho, here. This is Kermit the Frog.
He does sound like Kermit, doesn't he?
Justin does.
You
That's racist.
Fucking Muppet. All right. Meef, did you get a package from Face?
I did.
What'd you get? See, I told you Meef got a package. I knew he got a package. Wait, I need music for this, don't I?
If I stand up, I'll show you a package. But
oh my god. No Meef.
I'm gonna shuffle sideways. Watch. Dramatic.
Because I've got some boxes too. I'm gonna open mine, but I think I might need scissors.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Do we need scissors?
I got my own face.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
I've got multiple packages here. I'll let Meef unbox first.
This beat is whack, and I gotta come back with a couple of in and a 6-pack. Couldn't say the word that I was gonna say.
Come to open it.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Snap. You
Get it. Make a big screen.
Everybody has producer control.
So for those of you who don't know, we have recently taken on a sponsor named Face, and they've got some wonderful products that they've sent us. And this one is the Face First Class Skincare Essentials Travel Kit. And it's not even that expensive. It's like $30, and you get everything that you need to take on the road with you. You get the face wash, you get the toner, you get the moisturizer, you get
the trio kit. Step 1, 2, 3. They're numbered on the bottles, so you don't mess it up.
Fine.
Yeah, you go number 1 first, you go number 2, number 3. All right, so how to use for best results, Meefloaf. Listen closely. First, step 1, cleanse. Use the cleaner, cleanse your face, apply a small amount to the wet skin, gently massage upward circular motions, my friend, then rinse thoroughly. Then you get the toner. You know, after you clean your face and you do your shave or whatever, you get a little mist, a little swat. Then you got to use the serum. Massage a small amount into the face and the neck area. That's the anti-aging serum, which I believe is in this travel kit now, Byron. This is the upgrade. Right? So there's a new number 3, Byron. And then you get to our favorite, which I'm got on today. I don't know how well you can tell, but I've got on the face moisturizer, gently smooth to the neck and face area. Finish the routine by applying some of the SPF, a little bit of the sunblock if you got some in there. Takes care of your hydrating, your cleansing, your calming, your skin soothing, removes excess oil, reduces acne, unclogs your pores, reduces enlarged pores, soothes shaving, irritations, moisture balancing, protects, nourishes, improves sign of aging, and delays early aging. God dang, that's a lot of stuff to read. But yeah, honestly, like I use this stuff all the time. This kit, amazing. I've been asking for this forever. Like, Byron, when did we start talking about this? We've been asking for this. I've been asking for travel size stuff for a year.
Yeah, I mean, well, you started using the stuff probably a year ago.
Yeah.
And then we had to send you more because your kids would keep taking it. And then you're on the road a lot.
For all ages.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Also, like with Valentine's Day coming up, and suppose you're a nice lady who wants to get this for your boyfriend, husband, but then they're dumb and lame. They don't use it. You can use it, and it's still great. My wife uses it all the time too.
She steals your stuff, and you let her?
I steal her stuff. She was using it before she met me. when she first met me, she's like, "Hey, what's your skincare routine?"
Still switch engage for this. Okay, I gotta upload. I don't know if
that'd be great.
That
anyway, this stuff is great. And the travel kit, you could buy all these things, but the travel kit has them in travel size, and
also lady.
And
get it from the man that you want in your life, so his face is nice and taken care of.
And you could put other stuff in a travel kit too. There's room. It's a very, very usable bag.
I love that we got more of the sunblock because I'm almost out, and then I got my travel kit here too. But you know what this box is, Byron?
What's that box?
This box is an order I placed myself using code MMM20 because yes, I actually buy this product as well because travel sizes don't get it for me and my son when we're at home because he washes his face, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 times a day, so he doesn't get all that teen acne and all that crap that was killing him a year ago before we started using this stuff. But opening this box up, so if you use code MMM20 on the website, you get 20% off on all your stuff. So this is my face wash that I ordered.
That's so
good. And
good.
It came with a free gift, which is a new little bottle of herbal spray toner to try out.
The toner is great.
Free bonus gift. So if you use our code MMM20 at www.omface.com, that's HOMMEFACE.com, use the code MMM20 and you get 20% off. Plus, this stuff flies to you for free. Free shipping at omface.com with the code MMM20. All right. So let's talk about the Royal Rumble. Can I talk about the Royal Rumble?
I was much happier talking about skincare, to be honest with you.
I was at work, and so I got.
We should go another round of skincare. Put the music back on. Put the music back
on. So I think that this year's WWE Royal Rumble in Riyadh was a fail. Was it a fail because it was terrible? No. It was a fail because it was mediocre. And I say that because WWE is not living up to the promise of WWE. All year long, we forgive a lot of the crap that they do. We forgive a mediocre pay-per-view like their first ESPN pay-per-view that they made up out of nowhere that was no good. We forgive a lame Saturday night's main event here and there. We forgive the Cena heel turn because all year long people are saying, yeah, but you know what? WWE will be really good once we get to Mania season. We'll Royal Rumble will pop some cool numbers, or like something fun will happen, something exciting. We'll get to the good stuff in January. Like a WWE fan is typically waiting for that. And that's why I think this level of mediocrity at the Royal Rumble is a complete fail. This is how you're going to lose your audience. You get to the big shows and they're not big anymore. That's a problem. Now, I love the fact that they used a lot of in-house talent this time. They went with what they had. They didn't bring in a bunch of TNA people. They didn't bring back a bunch of old-timers, which is actually a little surprising that Saudi Arabia wasn't like, dude, we'll throw $1 billion or at this guy and this guy.
But really throw our predictions off really bad because we were that was like, I know we got a lot of things right, as we can prove later on.
We got a lot of the serious things right, yeah, but some of the less serious things were dead wrong.
But that's
Casey
the thing. I didn't
happy to tell me.
But that's the thing. This is the show when I can allow them to bring whoever is 100 years old and just put them on the show, and that didn't happen. And that was disappointment number one. Also, every time I don't have Stone Cold Steve Austin on the show, I'm disappointed. But that's a different story. But we didn't get anything. We didn't. I mean, and then the people that I. Exactly. That's so. What's happening here? Is that never gonna happen? Are we gonna get a Jericho Cruise now with Indie Stars forever? I don't know.
Well, we all knew that Jericho wasn't realistically going to show up because he's got Fozzy dates booked in Europe in huge places, and didn't announce any cancellations. So I think that was pretty obvious that but they could have maybe flown him in for the 1-day thing. It could have happened, but why do that when you can't follow it up because the guy's on tour for the next?
He was the man in the mask.
Just save him for Mania or Elimination Chamber
John
or
Moxley.
something else.
Here's what happened. I got an inside scoop. Jericho was going to be 25, and then he saw all the empty seats, and he's like, "I'm too big of a star for this.
I thought
I'm not gonna go out here for an empty arena and bust my ass and perform." So then he just took his tote bag and walked out of the arena.
See, Race's fan Ross was surprised they didn't get Stone Cold either. I'm going to talk about. Do you want me to talk about the lights now? I'm not going to talk about the lights now. We'll get to the lights.
The disappointment came from the wonderful world of Triple H's mouth again, where
new era.
Yeah,
this is another new era,
dude. And also we
get a new era every other pay-per-view.
There's going to be lots of surprises. Lots of surprises.
I mean, I think that Tony Khan and Triple H should get together and do a speaking tour called the announcing the big announcement of the new era. Like, just they're both the same thing. It's terrible. And Tony finally stopped doing the big announcement thing, kind of. But Triple H has got to stop. It's a new era of this. Expect a lot of surprises or whatever. Like, what? You're setting yourself up for failure.
He said it's a new era, and Roman Reigns won the Rumble. Is it new for 1995?
Coma is seriously on this Masked Man thing. So, I mean, and that's another part of it. Like, the Masked Man thing, like, really? We're running that back at Royal Rumble? Didn't we just do that gimmick? And I'm not even saying it's not interesting at the time, because I thought they did a decent job with it. But at the same time, like, we're literally using the same shtick that we just used. And I get that it was probably intended to be that way. That I think this was probably a longer term plan in general, but I don't know.
I mean, it's the devil mask thing that AEW got criticized forever for. It's the mask. Who's behind the mask thing?
Right.
And it's just
the guy who stole the mask from the guy with the mask who's under the mask.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an Americana. We're gonna have like two masked men going.
It was A-Train. It was it should have been A-Train, but I think it was A-Town doing the same thing he did the last month.
Well, okay, so
didn't have that nice. Well, they didn't show it. But
Coma thinks maybe Zilla Fatu, possibly Adam Pearce, maybe Orton.
He looked pretty Gringo.
It's Grayson Waller.
Whoa.
I thought
I'm the only one who can say that word.
People speculating that it might be Jake Paul. I think that's actually not a terrible call. It did look a little bit like him.
Yeah, exactly.
And whoever it was had a little bit of a gut. But again, whoever was under the mask doesn't have to be who they reveal either, as we've learned.
Yeah.
So,
do you think they just have one person that plays all those guys now?
No, this person
Just
clearly had a little
off?
bit of a belly to me. So people were like, "Oh, does Zilla Fatu have?" Zilla Fatu's not really. Zilla Fatu's more built. So
if he has a little bit of
Zilla Fatu when he comes in is gonna do main event or main roster. I mean, he kind of feels like
I would put him in NXT also, but
hang out in NXT for a little bit.
He's got the right relatives though,
especially because NXT is looking like they need some retooling a little bit down there right now.
In the men's division,
yes,
maybe. Aaron, what's going on?
They completely went with a new interim GM. Just as last week, you're like, they should forget about it and give it a couple of months. Nope, right back to it. And they actually had Ava on the video package about the championship. So,
wait, that's a question? You guys are too old for wrestling? I don't know. If that's a question, then the answer is yes. I'm clearly too old for wrestling. As in, I wouldn't get in the ring if you paid me, and also I shouldn't be talking about it. But guess what? I like to, so I'm doing it anyway.
I will debut on, if I get paid enough. Like I will definitely.
I mean, I would definitely wrestle Byron. I'd love to drop Byron on his head.
I mean, if Paul Heyman at his age can take a table bump, I would take a table bump.
I mean,
I put Byron through a set of steps.
Yeah, let's
You can try. You can try
on
and see what happens.
Trust me, I'd try and put you through a set of steps.
What do you
You
think?
think I get all these championship belts because people put me through steps?
Are you think? Would you? Here's the question though. Would you give him the Darby dump or the Darby bump on the stairs?
Absolutely.
No, I'd do it with the JCB digger.
You could try. You could try. You could see what happens.
Razor thinks he's old because he watched in the Bret Hart days.
That's not old. Those are the gold.
Brother, do you know who Tony Atlas is?
Byron watched the Ricky Dozen years. Look at that face.
Me, we're the same age. I'm younger than you, actually.
When I started watching wrestling, I think Bruno Sammartino was still a champion.
He just started his championship run.
I think he.
God, I'm so young.
Ric Flair was in AWA at the time. That's how old I am.
Oh God.
They still had the territories. That's what you're saying.
Yes. No, they did. They still had the territories when I think when I was really first starting watching wrestling, I think WWE had just become a WWF had just become a thing.
When I started watching wrestling, La Parca was as thin as the current La Parca. So
yeah, he was a better dancer too.
It's gonna kill me, man. Like I keep doing this joke.
Ago.
Dude, I love the original La Parca. That was my jam in WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'm trying. So the other things I'm just specifically talking about the men's actual Rumble. Like, you know, it was predicted that Roman was going to win. It makes sense that Roman won, but just thinking about the moments leading up, like, okay, Hobbs. Let's talk about Powerhouse Hobbs here.
Can I ask a quick question?
Royce Keys.
No, Royce.
Can I ask a quick question on the Rumble?
Yes, me.
Because obviously I was at work and I was like, oh, it must be Rumble time. Put it on to listen to it. Was it really quick? The men's.
It was efficient.
I saw there was like a lot of like the women's match went on forever.
It didn't last very long at the end. Like the
gap between people coming in was quite large, and it seemed in the women's. Whereas when I was listening to the men's, it was like so and so's coming in, and then literally within maybe 10 to 20 seconds in some places.
Well, I had to watch it like deferred because my power went out. But yes, I gotta say that it lasted like shorter than the women's. Like I do feel that was true. It's like, okay, everybody, go home. Let's go home. Everybody, let's go home.
Right.
That Samoan drop or the pop-up Samoan drop is pretty sweet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
That was pretty cool. I'll give it where it was good. The pop-up Samoan drop was pretty cool.
I like the face down with Hoist Keys and Bronson Reed, you know, some meat.
They didn't really do much though. They teased. They didn't deliver.
That's all they needed. That's all they needed for that. I mean,
Cody
just walked in the door. I wouldn't give him more than a tease either. I think you give him a couple of good spots, and then you give him a tease that like, hey, this kid's got a future here. Like we're gonna do something with him. You're gonna get to see something that is appealing to you. Now get the fuck out of the ring. Like he is still a new guy, and also in Saudi Arabia, they don't get AEW. It doesn't come on TV.
Where they got it. I thought somebody was correcting that, and they do get it over there.
Where? Online?
Well, they didn't know.
They don't watch it.
They didn't pop for anyone who wasn't already WWE established. They didn't pop for La Parca, who was probably the best part.
I mean,
guys.
And I gotta tell you, there's 20 million venues where you put that in. If you have La Parca come in, even if it's the guy who's been playing the part for 4 days, you're getting that pop. Like that is a wrestling nostalgia pop. For my buddy over here that's watching back in the 80s, you know the La Parca pop. And this new La Parca gets the La Parca pop. You know, regardless of what you think about him. That was a big moment. Mr. Iguana
wait. Are we not getting? You guys are not liking La Nueva Parca?
No, I think he's good. There's some people who don't, but I'm saying whether you like him or not, La Parca coming into the Royal Rumble should be a fucking pop. Period. Yeah. End of story.
Yeah.
Like there's no universe of wrestling other than Saudi Arabia.
Maybe they thought it was Khashoggi.
A Royal Rumble, there's no pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very odd,
have,
especially for me.
Rebecca brings up a point that that we were just talking about, like Keith Lee and Brock, with the whole teasing thing and not doing anything. They teased a really good moment with Brock and Keith Lee in the Rumble. Really good moment. And then did nothing.
I mean, they teased a A-Town Down breakup for like 2 years, and then
no one cares about A-Town Down.
I'm just saying,
you're gonna care about it soon.
It's not the first thing they just drop at the head, like where it's like, where did that go? I hope Grayson Waller's under that mask so it pays off.
It's gonna be
Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar.
Byron, why are you ignoring Mandip Nagar?
I don't think I'm allowed to say his name. Hey, what's up? It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for listening.
Just
Bye,
don't do the hard R.
Thank you very much for being so kind to me. These gentlemen, I use that term very loosely, that are on the podcast with me, are very not nice to me. So I very much appreciate you being nice to me.
I thought we were going to get Pat McAfee too. I thought that was an easy celebrity pop for Saudi Arabia to put Pat McAfee in that thing, but maybe he didn't want to fly. Who knows? But it really was kind of devoid of surprises, right?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like that was not really like he just played. Even things that we called at the moment that they came out, they were like, yeah, that's what we said was gonna happen, right? I mean, I would have liked for at least Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. to show up as well. So that we will get, but we had to have two El Grandes Americanos and no.
Hey, that one I got right. Talking about predictions, I got that one right. Everyone said I was crazy that they wouldn't do it. They did it.
I said they're going to do it. I said they'd do it and they'd have the face off.
Yep, they did it. And I love the fact that the Dita from Sprockets Americano was in Mexican colors and the Olympic Americano was in the USA colors.
Original.
So that we know which one is the heel.
Hey, did on Raw, did Americano, the one we like, bust out a lot of swear words? I was watching on the UK feed, so I don't know what promos were on TV or not. What the hell is going on?
I'm just gonna leave that one on.
Byron would like to be man deep.
I mean, if that was your name, you could use it, Byron.
Oh God, Byron Nagar. Oh, love it.
I mean, I guess my other question is, why did Gunther need to be in the Rumble after the retirement match with AJ?
That is true.
He wanted to retire 29 other people.
I mean, like you want a nostalgia pop, something like that, and you put Gunther back in there, and then after Gunther did all these retirement things, then it didn't even amount to anything in terms of like, him getting a title shot or anything.
Yeah, I mean, look, this was your nostalgia pop was Brie Bella. That was the whole nostalgia pop. And maybe Brock Lesnar. I mean, or actually it was really the AJ Styles match. But
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And great. That match was amazing. That match was exactly what it needed to be. There was nothing missing from it. It actually lived up to the expectation, in my opinion. I thought that match was good. It was the speed and pace it needed to be. It was, and then AJ doing his weird teasing stuff afterwards was perfect. I mean, it's got everyone questioning: is he fully retired? Is he just retired from WWE? Is he going to surprise us back in WWE at some point? Is he going to go to TNA? They're taking the gloves off.
We'll find out tomorrow. Like another wacky episode of TNA on AMC.
They're like every other week good. That's their name.
That's true. Last week,
they're every other week good.
Last week I was watching. I was like, okay, this is not terrible. I gotta say something about that though. They have some solid matches. It's just that the production looks like you're watching like indie stuff. It doesn't match.
Yeah,
the ability does not. Yeah, that's what it looks like, and I think.
I mean, but they are. They're like development below NXT. Anybody that's like good gets rated at the end of the year, and like
Right.
you know, that's
And then they
that's
move
like
on to NXT.
or they move on to AEW.
Well,
you
but
know?
now Evolve is technically development under NXT, and then LFG is technically development under Evolve. So is TNA down below LFG? Like,
I think it's below. Okay, so
the ratings for LFG are about the same as TNA.
Raw,
Remember when they were going to compete with AEW?
Raw, NXT, SmackDown. right.
SmackDown.
No, okay, you know what? Never mind. No. Hold on. Raw, NXT, AAA, SmackDown.
Yes.
And then whatever the fuck, LFG.
And then Evolve, LFG, TNA.
Yes.
I do want to say this, though, speaking of AAA, before we get too far away from it. The fact that Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice were in the Rumble, respectively, in their Rumbles, and appeared on AAA later in the evening, even though it was taped.
Time differences. Yeah,
is awesome. It's just awesome. Like a year ago, if you told me the guy that was going to pull double duty for the Royal Rumble was Mr. Iguana, I would have said that you were high on crack cocaine that you snorted in your butt. Like I just could have never fathomed that. This is a guy that before the pandemic was maybe making $400 or $500 a show sometimes. Come on. He's in the Royal Rumble now. That is so freaking huge. I'm so proud of that guy. Like the fact that he just kept fighting the good fight. He just kept doing the damn thing, you know, and Lola too, you know, Valerie Loretta took a chance on herself. She was a winning MMA fighter. She was knocking people out in Bellator. She had like 4 great fights and decided to that she really wanted to do this wrestling thing. Went to the PC, like all her fame went away because she just disappeared into the bowels of the PC for like a year and a half, and then started slowly working her way up as a wrestler. And now she's in the Royal Rumble and on AAA and on NXT. Like, and Saul Ruka, the finish of the Women's Rumble with Saul was,
oh my God, yes,
the highlight of the and it's my pop of the week too, by the way. Like that finish was
some videos.
Amazing.
I've seen some videos comparing Saul to like Jeff Hardy.
Well, the
really
wardrobe.
like that. Yeah. Well, no, but even the like the fluid of movement.
Sure.
Because doing that thing is not, you know. I mean, I could never do it even in my 20s. I probably lied.
Is he taller than Jeff Hardy ever was?
I think.
About the same height.
Right. Yeah, but
can I interrupt you guys to tell you that
Byron
I
interrupts
just
us.
have
There's a shock.
something completely unrelated to wrestling to talk about. No, actually, I'm going to send you guys. Kota Ibushi's. Kota Ibushi's insane. Ricochet is doing really well on Twitter right now.
Talk about him. Please just leave him alone.
Why?
Because
he's doing great stuff. He's talking about how WWE killed his passion for wrestling, and now he's loving it again. And I get it, right? But then other people are saying, like
that's
Jimmy
not what he's
Cordes,
talking about, is it? Byron, he said
it's not
his legacy.
Have
And
you
also
taken Byron, did you take your Ritalin today?
Yeah.
I don't take that. I don't need any of that.
Did you pay attention to what he's actually writing, Byron?
As a professional, I can tell you that you might need to take that. Anyways, so what I was saying is that that's what I didn't like, that when they have them come in, like Mr. Iguana and La Parca, that the crowd was so I'm not gonna even say even mild, it was dead. You will see on that reel that I will post tomorrow. It was very bittersweet because yes, he got there. If he had come out on the United States or any other country, I'm assuming now, after what you mentioned, Justin, that pop would have been insane. But then he comes out and he's like, everybody went to bathroom or something, and I hate that because you know he should have gotten a huge pop.
You talk about how AEW is not there. I guarantee almost nothing from Mexico is making it out there. You know, in terms of like,
I mean, it is part of what's wrong with Saudi shows, but I think I've been spoiled because a lot of these other overseas shows recently, the crowd response has been phenomenal. Like the crowds are into stuff that you wouldn't even know. Like, they're singing "Whoop That Trick," from a guy who's just come up from NXT. 20,000 people in Europe are all of a sudden on the Trick bandwagon. Like, damn, y'all are getting it. Y'all knows your stuff.
And you will think out of any place to say "Whoop That Trick," it will be Saudi Arabia, right?
No, it wasn't "Rock That Chick." It wasn't "Stone That Girl." Whoop that trick.
He wanna deserve better. That's all I have to say. That's all that's gonna be my pop and my drop for this too.
I mean, so did the women's. The entire women's division deserved better. They put it on at the beginning of the show. The stadium was half empty. My understanding is there's a lot of people that didn't even go in there out of protest because it was women.
But
wrestling.
that's okay. So let's talk about the lights for a minute. Let's talk about the lights for a minute. The place was full. The lights were bad.
Not during the women's match, though.
Yeah, it was. So what happened? They changed the level of the LEDs after the women's match and took the brightness down because it looked so empty. Do you really think people were paying that much money and not going inside the venue? All of that stuff is nonsense propaganda. If you talk to anyone who was actually there, the whole place was full for the entire main card. There was not an empty seat in the house. It was the lights. Those LED lights were a complete and epic and utter fail of design. They didn't test them out properly. They lit the room the wrong way, especially for the women's match. So it looked dead empty. Anytime you were shooting straight at the lights, anytime you were raking across, it looked totally empty. But there was people in almost all of those seats the entire time. If you talk to anybody who was there, there's people who have video during the women's match. It was even getting reported here in the States that it was empty. Like it looked empty.
I hadn't heard that story about the lights, so
that's the issue. I think that's the larger story here is that we are getting these doubts of crowd sizes again from WWE, whereas it was only happening with AEW. Right? So now we're getting this was it full? Were people and yes, it was
Why does it matter? Like that's the thing that bothers me is the crowd size thing. I don't care how big a crowd is. I don't care how many seats here. For me, it's like, what's the energy level of the audience? You know, like what's the venue feel like? If you have enough people in there that are making it feel like
but this was part of the problem because part of when AEW started sinking was when the talent all of a sudden has gone from cutting promos to people to having to stand there and cut promos to no one when all the people are behind them. So even if you have a hot crowd, you can feel the emptiness as a performer. And I've talked to a lot of the wrestlers about it. Now, AEW has been slightly doing better and coming up with some different schemes and filling stuff in and then making sure that at least there's enough people ringside so that when you're giving promos, it works. These theater venues have also become a problem for some of the talent because when you're doing your promos, you're literally addressing the stage because they come out that way and that's where the hard camera is. That's super duper weird. Literally, you've got a room full of people, you've got a hot crowd, and you're doing your promo facing the other way. So they started doing more backstage stuff when they do theater venues and stuff like that, which is smart. And a lot of the talent now just turns around and faces the crowd because it's like, okay, either they're going to shoot me from the side with the camera that's on the floor and get something, or I'm going to give a cold promo because I'm not feeling the vibe. But it does make a difference because it's the performance and feeling the energy in the room. And you're right, Bear. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's, like, dude, we went to Lucha Underground and it was hot every time. And that place held what, 500 people, Byron?
I thought it was like 350 or something.
I don't know. Like I think the second place was bigger than the first place or whatever, but
yeah,
it wasn't that much. But man, you would have thought like the energy there was the exact same as when I was in the Philadelphia stadium and Cody finished the story. Like I was there when Cody finished the story, felt great. Also, I was there when Pentagon won the belt. Felt better in a room with, 1/12,000 of the amount of people.
Mm-hmm. On stadiums. So obviously, as we know, American sports are trash. So
whoa,
the best way to is fans. Jesus Christ! So in England, we have this wonderful thing where the Americanization of the Premier League is hilarious. So teams like Spurs have these giant stadiums.
Spurs.
Oh God, no, just don't. They have these giant stadiums.
What are you Jamaican?
And they are so quiet. Leeds have like 35,000 now because of some reduced seating, and our place is like on fire. Every team that comes up there gets an absolute when the fans get going, and we generally chant some
Byron,
horrible things
you
about
can bring
people.
that photo into
Fulham
is
full of rich people, and no one goes. But
I don't want to break.
I tend to agree. The Europeans know how to chant. I mean, they know how to. I mean, that's why. Where the whoop the trick thing happens is because Europeans know how to freaking do a chant, like an organized chant. Like
Bailey. You know what I mean? Like, so the other thing I was going to say was, so this is the magical thing that obviously the two Khans, not Tony in this one, Sadiq, and I keep forgetting the guy from WWE now.
Nick.
They were teasing, obviously, Mania at London. Ignore London for a minute, but I'll give you an option. Do you have the Royal Rumble in, let's ignore the money, Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, or do you have it in Germany or Paris or Madrid? You know what I mean? The atmosphere is on another level.
Yeah, but you can't ignore the money.
I get that.
That's
Byron.
And it's
your photo.
Oh, wow, look.
And you're talking about those seats aren't empty. They're actually not empty.
I have seen.
They look pretty freaking empty.
They're not.
They look empty. You can see the ones that have
over...
someone in it, and then next to them, you don't
that's
see
the
them.
thing. And I see people in seats, and then I see people empty.
Those are people standing in white. Those seats are not empty.
Justin, don't do
They're
this.
not empty.
I'm looking pretty hard right now. I mean, I feel like we need to get enhance.
Those seats are not empty. I know it looks that way, and that's the problem.
No,
those seats were not empty.
I'll see someone in a seat, and then next to them, there won't be anyone.
Yeah, and there is apparently, as Bear said, there was actually apparently a not turning up until after or coming to the end of the women's match.
Here's the thing: if there were people in the seats, then it didn't feel like it. I mean, even if you couldn't see it, the energy itself didn't feel like.
Look at the front row. You've got guys in Lazy Boys. It's the Lazy Boy area, isn't it? The whole.
That is kind of weird. Lazy Boys front row. What?
That's just the ultimate thing. That's the thing that you will think that it's comfortable if you're trying to emulate America, right? Like I'm just saying that.
But like an emulate America thing. It's like for me, it gets back into like the WWE is becoming a product that if you are a working class like schmo, it's becoming harder and harder to go to a WWE show. It's becoming
I said this about a year ago now. The reason why they're doing these shows and they're moving to like Saudi Arabia is because people in the United States are not going to be able to afford this anymore.
No, I know.
You guys have to, either start, robbing banks or I don't know.
Did you see what happened in France? The last time they were here, basically, when what event did they have in France? They had a backlash or something, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yes.
So after that, there was all the chanting about because I think they announced they were coming back for like a run of shows, and the French started singing something along the lines, "You've already had our money." Because and don't tick off the French, they will actually burn the entire building down. Give them the chance. They protest about
throw poop inside the building.
Yeah, that's gonna say farmers will bring manure.
The European tickets are even more insane than the American tickets. So, like, if you go to a house show, it's not on TV. It's costing you like $600. Well, probably about $800 for going down onto the floor seats.
say what you will about Vince, and you can say a lot of bad things
Wow.
about Vince McMahon.
Okay.
But,
wow, defending Vince McMahon. This is gonna go great.
Oh.
Listen, I'm saying say what you will about Vince.
Oh, he did it again.
Let Chris be my apologist in a minute.
Arturo, clip this.
Say what you will about him, but he made it so that families could go to it. That was a big important thing for that, and he made
trafficking young ladies.
Yeah, I was going to say we know why.
I'm not saying he's a good person by any means, but
so
I'm saying
what Barry's saying is, in order to keep tickets affordable, women have to
invite the little children to the island.
Yes,
in order to keep.
There must be sacrifices. No, but I mean,
I agree with you, Bear. I don't care what these guys say. I agree with you.
I'm just saying there was like house shows and things like that. They made it accessible for people to see, and that was important. And now that TKO has taken over, that's clearly not what they're about. And like that's the truth, you know. And like I hated the end of the Vince run too. Creatively, it was trash. But like in terms of like production and whatnot, he made it so that people could still go to it. And like right now, we're getting to a point where I couldn't probably go to it. I couldn't afford that shit, you know.
And the criminality also was a problem. You mean?
Yeah, the criminality was a huge problem. The criminality. I need a third C so we could say the 3 C's or something. But
you got to feel sorry.
Consensuality is the other C.
Yeah, the consensuality.
Lack of consensuality.
Yeah, the other thing with we got to feel sorry for Vince though, because if he was like say 10 years younger, or he'd been ahead of his time a few more years before, he could have been president of America with his rap sheet.
I mean,
first of all, we don't have
an administration right now.
We have a king like you guys, Meefloaf. We're 2 countries that have royalty. Thank you.
Oh no, but ours hasn't got any power. Just fat
Tony,
fingers.
I want you to do me a favor because I think it leads into this next topic very, very well. Give me your ranking of the WWE products again. You said what was at the top?
Raw,
the
AAA, SmackDown, and whatever.
And you know who else? You know who confirmed that this week? Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
CM Punk did, yes.
I mean, wow. Roman helped. They
buried their own product.
SmackDown product.
Oh, actually, yes. Actually, Roman was the one that said it. You're correct. Yes.
CM Punk like reiterated it. I mean, they buried Drew McIntyre. They buried the championship, and then they buried the show.
Yes, they bury the show and the network in the same sentence.
Right. I'm now like
we don't even have to mention it.
You know what's going to cement it too? When they give that championship night 1 main event on WrestleMania.
I thought you meant. I thought you were going to say this Friday when they have the show, and they're just going to be very.
Yeah, well, this Friday when they have the show and Drew McIntyre can't say shit back, you know that too.
What's he going to say though? They're not wrong.
I don't know, but I don't know how you can bury your
if
show.
You walk up to any casual wrestling fan and you're like, hey, who should Roman Reigns face, CM Punk or Drew McIntyre? Everyone's gonna be like CM Punk because Drew is a friggin' snore.
I agree, but like I think that promo really sold the pay-per-view and whatnot. I just don't know if you had to bury your secondary champion and your show. And then on top of that, like that Universal title now to me is
we just did the ranking.
Yeah, I know, I understand, but all right. So I guess maybe they legitimized it by making it seem like the second show in the promo, but like,
I mean, I'll put it to you this way: if it was one of their top shows, would Road Dogg be the lead creative?
Oh God!
Would you call up Road Dogg and hire him to be your showrunner?
Think about
over
this
Shawn Michaels, like any show that come on.
Don't they have the Universal champion on
Shawn Michaels and there's Road Dogg?
Shouldn't Universal be above World though? I mean, like I don't.
We've already discussed America here. So America
for the longest time that was how
cup in its own sport. No one else can get involved in. So they don't understand what the universe is. They can't even look.
To be fair, does the Universal title not hold the like pretty much the WWF lineage?
Yes. But here's the thing.
I mean,
and at this point, it actually holds the WCW lineage too, because that was considered the unification of both belts, and this
Does
new
the
world
NWA.
title is a completely new thing with no history.
Yeah,
on it.
that's a very valid comparison.
But also look at the business side. Part of the Universal title and the reason it's on SmackDown is that is what kept Fox at
He's
bay
gonna have a
for
heart
years.
attack or something.
When Fox
I think
wanted
Casey's got a burner account.
When Fox wanted to keep saying that they had the premium WWE show, the way that WWE and Vince especially kept them at bay was, okay, you get our main champion. You get the Roman Reigns. You get the big Universal belt. That's what you get. And then every other star that was right below that was on Raw. And it was kind of the way it worked. And then the second you take that belt off of a Roman or a Cody on that show, and even Cody, when Roman had the belt, Cody was on Raw. Cody wasn't on SmackDown.
I don't think Cody was presented. I mean, the second you go to SmackDown, it's at some point back in the day where they did the initial brand divide, the two shows felt very different. You had your work rate show on SmackDown, and you had your kind of more WWE show on Raw, but they felt very different. Now it just feels like Raw's your A show.
Then. So Raw always opened with the 20-minute promo and had that paid off in the main event, and SmackDown didn't do shit like that because they didn't have the time.
Well, SmackDown also had Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio and the people that could actually wrestle. like your work rate matches. But it felt different. The two shows felt different. Now it feels like you have an A show and you have what they're saying, a D show, and tonight really, not tonight, on Monday night, it feels like they really solidified that. I mean, they went on their A show and trashed their B show and their championship.
Well, and I think it is a B show. And I think one of the reasons it's a B show now is because it's on USA. And you got to go back to the Vince era when Vince was first trying to sell WWE, and the only people that bid on it were NBC Universal, and they humiliated him with what they offered. And ever since then, the whole company has been a little bit ticked at Peacock and USA and NBC Universal and that whole world. And yes, they bailed them out when Fox dropped SmackDown, but they were happy to take Raw away from USA. And there was a while where they started burying Raw, and they made SmackDown the better show in their minds because of that fact. And that's still the case. And it's part of the reason why they did the Netflix deal, and part of the reason why the whole WWE universe is broken up all over the place, and they franchised it out like NFL now. And a lot of this is a business thing. I think that is the second-rate show. I think they do put less effort into it for a lot of reasons because they look at Netflix as a premium show. It's paying them more money. They should. They're not getting as much for SmackDown.
Yeah, but all right. So you're telling me though, all right, you got to, from a business standpoint, right? You have a show that you had a hard time selling, so now you're just going to make it just a B show so that you're not going to raise its value for the next time you sell it, because that's what you're doing now.
No. What they're going to do is they're going to absolutely do that right up until the point where they have to start renegotiating the rights deal, and then they'll make it better for a year.
I guess, but right now, then
you have things like organically happening, like NXT's women's division that just happens to be better, right? It's not like every time they cut like a new, they just put it. Oh my god, they just put new women on the division. It just keeps happening and becoming better and better and better. And then AAA, all of a sudden, you know what AAA is? It's Attitude Era, but with all the experience that they had to make it like premium.
And it's a short, crisp show. Get in, get out. Work rate match, mid card, storyline match, main event. Done.
What SmackDown used to be.
Yeah.
Which SmackDown should still be.
And SmackDown's also 3 hours now.
Una iguana. Dos mujeres compartiendo una iguana, un amor. I mean, I just love that. I cannot wait for this.
2 women, 1 iguana.
Yeah. 2 women, 1 iguana.
Well, now it's just 1 woman. Again? I think we have our winner. And now it's 1 woman, two Latinos
Iguana
because
can't
she's
choose
got
properly.
Damian Priest and
It's a
Mr.
terrible
Iguana to
choice.
fight over her.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Give me that
we
feud.
None of us got that.
Give me that feud. I'll watch that.
That would be fun. That would be very
Damian
fun.
Priest has been toiling around and wherever the hell he's been on Smack. Speaking of crap,
He's on the D show.
I
Damian
know.
Priest is probably going, man, put me back on NXT. What is happening? This is horrible.
Give him get him. I mean, that's the thing is like, you know, they got to do something. Like, make SmackDown like your show where you can experiment and do weird stuff with. I don't know. The thing is, it's just awful.
You see, you got to laugh as well because people were crying about Santos Escobar going back to AAA, and they were like,
I have no problem with
good
him.
move rather than being on SmackDown.
I have no problem with him
I agree.
going AAA. But I do have a problem with that promo. That was, I mean, we need to have some. I don't even know, man. That was really weak. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this Saturday show. I will be doing a report on it and on CMLL show as well. But I don't know. I'm hoping for something better for Santos because I think that it fell flat, and then we have nothing happened after that.
Well, but again,
weekend,
they taped everything that was this weekend right after that, didn't they?
Mm.
So once they go to the next taping, I'm sure they'll do more with his storyline.
Well, they just announced Dominic and that match for Iguana on a pole. Actually, he's the referee, so it's not Iguana on a pole.
So, Tony, can I ask you a question about?
Yes, but you have to ask it in Spanish.
I gotta put this out here now. Oh, me asking in Spanish. Jesus Christ!
No. Justin was gonna ask me a question, but it has to be in Spanish.
But they used "Welcome to the Jungle" on some WWE thing the other day on Unreal, right? They used that. They used "Welcome to the Jungle." That means Santos Escobar should be able to have that back. Please,
now they're not gonna
give me it back.
Stand on that.
Give me it back. I just need one more time.
I only know one question in Spanish, Tony. It's "Dónde está el baño?"
Even that is pressure. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, so, April 28th. What is happening at Riot Cabaret?
Oh my God, April 28th.
Oh. So, because this isn't. Wait, you know what this needs?
Dun dun dun. Big Tony.
April 28th.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
at the
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back to the MMM show. We have a great announcement for you all. I don't know why I became Texan. At the Clapham Graham, April 28th, Riot Cabaret, Thunder Rosa, the undisputed women's.
Wait. Stop. Not undisputed. There's an interim champ. No. You can't say she's undisputed. It is disputed.
Wow.
That's
already bought
the red
Botchamania. We're going to send us to Botchamania.
Did you see the card? Do you see the card? Do you see the title card? You have it? The red belt is the real belt. The other one is whatever. Well, Thunder Rosa.
I agree. She's got the real belt, but it is disputed.
It is disputed because they have an interim champion, Alexis Falcon. She's talking a lot of shit, and she's gonna have that shit put back in. Wow, that was very graphic.
I mean, dude, Thunder lit her up on social media and whatever they played at the show. So, look,
you want to have?
If you guys want to see the promo, you can go to riotcabaret.com right now and use the code MMMFree. And you can watch their show that they had this past Tuesday, and you can see the Thunder promo where she just lights Alexis on fire. These girls are going to kill each other. And, if you're in England, I suggest you go. If you're here in the States, I suggest you get the free trial of Riot Cabaret Gold. Go to riotcabaret.com, go up to the little pull down menu, go to On Demand, and once you go into On Demand, it'll say sign up. You go in there to sign up and you put in the code MMMFREE, and you will be right That's the on-ramp. You can watch everything on Riot Cabaret's website right then, and it is some damn entertaining stuff. If you don't know about Riot Cabaret, go back and watch last week's episode where we talked to the boys from Riot Cabaret. And April 28th, Alexis Falcon is, as Tony says, getting her shit pushed in, I guess. Is that what's happening?
What?
Yeah, basically that's what I said. Yeah, because she talked too much shit.
We just lost monetization
I was not expecting that much. Okay, I gotta say something. I gotta say something. I gotta say something.
Okay.
This girl came to Thunder Road. This girl came at Thunder Rosa's throat with a PowerPoint fucking presentation. Are you mental? Is that a proper English word to say, Meef? Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you mental? Are you crazy with a fucking PowerPoint presentation? She's gonna destroy you. You have no idea how. I mean,
she knows that Thunder has like an MMA fight under her belt too, right? That like she can actually throw hands.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever seen her like? Just go back and watch all the Deonna matches. Just like that's on the lower end of the craziness.
Oh shit! Comatose is calling you out, brother.
Oh man, I got.
Oh, yeah. So if you guys weren't part of our watch along, Tony had said that if Mr. Iguana comes into the Royal Rumble, he would do a shoey. But then a transformer down the street from Tony blew up, and literally he lost power for like 24 hours.
Some say Tony shot it.
So Comatose and me were left without Tony on a solo mission, and Tony did not do the shoey that was promised and has been promised since episode 200.
Put it on the screen.
Without further ado, I present to you. Wait, how do I put Tony over in the box?
I know you just put no one on the screen.
Oh,
put him in the box.
Nobody puts Tony in the corner.
What's in the box? What's in the goddamn box?
Looks like a shit.
Without further ado, we're about to get cray up in this piece.
I think this is gonna sound very lettery. Oh fuck.
Shooey. Oh, I'm sorry. Booty. Booty.
Rock them everywhere.
Oh my god. Oh. That boot is a real vaquero boot too. I mean, it looks like it has stepped in shit a lot of times.
Wow.
It's not stepped in by.
No, get that drop too.
He's gonna get it all.
Get it
Don't
all.
worry. There's alcohol that sanitizes it.
There it is.
Shooey.
Tony Allen is officially a member of the MMMshow crew. Bear, that means you're going to be the next one that'll do it. But we'll have to set something up. Don't do it now. Don't do it now.
Oh, I was.
Make them wait for it. Make them come back to another episode. One shoey an episode.
All right.
But Bear's had to watch AEW tonight, and now he's ready to drink.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get the cheap
it did taste very leathery, though.
Yeah.
Like Byron.
Well, how do you know what I taste like? You're gonna start making people jealous.
I've seen it written all over the toilet walls.
Man Deep's ready to find out.
I gotta say, I hadn't had a beer in.
Oh, we've got a request. I gotta turn super chat on soon, so. But we do have a request to put Byron on the screen, full screen. So,
man,
take it off.
He said, "Please
take it off."
Woo! All right, that's enough of that. We
buy some home face. Buy some home face. Maybe I'll wear a V-neck next time.
So Byron, OnlyFans for Byron now.
If we get another 8 purchases at homeface.com this week, Byron will rub product on his nipples next week on the show for you, Mandeep.
I was rubbing Sting's nipples 2 weeks ago.
All right, guys, it is time once again for our favorite segment of the show. It's the Home Face Pops and Drops.
Boo, 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 boo.
Boo, 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 boo. Where's the Jamaican horns? We need the Jamaican horns.
I can't do that. It's racist if I do it.
We're not allowed, yeah.
You guys want to start with good stuff or bad stuff?
My pop of the week was
good stuff then.
I saw on the Twitter feed highlights from an old AJ Styles low-key match and it was awesome. It was really great.
That's great.
They did
Why didn't
cool
you share
stuff.
that with us?
Okay, I'll get it. I'll upload it to StreamYard right now.
No, I mean you don't have to share it on the show, but like you didn't even send me a link, bro. I thought we were friends.
Well,
I thought like the whole concept of the show was like we talk about wrestling, we share a bunch of wrestling stuff together, and then like
did I not? It's you know what? I sent it to my boss. Whoever.
What the hell?
It's okay. Byron, you
cheating on me with
Justin,
your boss?
3 days
we
later,
talk wrestling all the time. Hold on. Everyone calm down.
I'm trying to be calm. I just feel very slighted right now. I feel very neglected.
You're being emotional.
The entire point of this whole stupid show was we would talk about wrestling and share wrestling stuff together all the time. And then we would come on the show and talk about it. And then you came on the show and talked about wrestling stuff that you didn't share with me.
They're in Japan. I just sent it to you. They did so much cool stuff, low-key rules. Gentlemen, I'm here to wrestle. And then they threw him out of a locker room. That's my favorite wrestling story.
I mean,
anyway,
I even shared my favorite New Jack clip for Black History Month.
Yeah, I did too. That's a great
30
line.
years ago.
I can't even for me to say some of that stuff is not okay. I'm too light to say any part of that promo.
That's why I post it every week.
That Willie Hobbs thing, though, with that Meefloaf showing, I put in the DM as well. That's crazy. I mean, it actually tracks, but it's still
Rebecca's
crazy,
on my
right?
side.
What? Rebecca is on your. We're not saying he's not black.
Would share
Rebecca.
wrestling clips with me before she talked about them on the show, Byron.
Oh, that. Yeah, but hey, Triple H took the finger point photo with Willie Hobbs and then wouldn't post it on his social media. He didn't want to be seen with him on Black History Month.
He can't be. He can't be at the minute.
What the hell?
His new job.
It's amazing.
Willie Hobbs is the man. He's such a nice person.
Do you know who doesn't mind posting pictures of himself being taken with people? And that's my drop of the week is Hangman Page.
Oh, the Marty Skrull photo?
The pedophile apologist. That is Hangman Page.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's trick Williams. Let's talk about it.
He's not Marty Skrull.
What do you want to talk about?
He's technically a
Marty
rapist.
Skrull. So,
Yeah.
like, Conan's used him in AAA. Like, nobody seems to have a problem with him in Mexico. He's still in the business. He's still in the industry, yet he is reasonably canceled. Clearly, Hangman is homies with the guy. A lot of people are. So, what is the statute of limitation on cancellation?
Well, here's the thing with the here's
He
the
should
thing
be
with the
in
hate.
jail.
First of all, Skrull, I don't think anyone is missing him on mainstream wrestling TV.
No.
And also, he did something bad, and he was not forthcoming about trying to make it right and admit blah blah blah. And so he has the career he has now. He was a star and up and coming. He wrestled Okada, and on a big show before AEW came around, and also he was booking Ring of Honor. He was on the up and up, and he was doing great. And then it all went away, and so he got that punishment, and he still continues to have that punishment. And good, what he did was awful. Hangman did address the situation. He did say something, and it's up to you if you want to accept it or not. I'm not going to get into
What did Hangman say?
Hangman
I mean,
said,
paraphrase. This is not a quote, but
it was a long quote.
So basically, he was saying like, first of all, everything that he did, he was in shock at first when it went down, but when it was all confirmed, he agrees how horrible and blah, 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 all that stuff was, and that Skrull has deserved the punishment he's gotten in the court of public opinion and having his career stopped and all that stuff. And he's not apologizing or making excuses. He doesn't want to normalize it. He did not mean for that picture to be posted public. He's not trying to say sports wash or whitewash what happened and bring Skrull. He's not trying to do anything that would bring Skrull back onto TV. But he also, like, relationships and people are complicated and they're still friends. And he, he didn't cut the guy out. But I don't think he's, I don't think he is trying to like parade the guy around as his friend and this and that. And it's not like he's trying to like, I don't think he's trying to hide that he's friends with a guy. Him and the Bucks and stuff like scroll social media all the time. But it's just one of those things. They have been close friends for a large part of their lives. The other guy messed up. So, you know, what do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Well, I don't know. I mean, our Khaleesi says forever. If you were friends with a PDF file, you should not be friends with them. Bookers should never use them. I mean, some people do take a very hard stance on this thing. And to me, it's weird because it's like your friends would probably be the ones to know how much contrition there's actually been. Maybe there has been some, maybe there hasn't. Maybe it's good enough for some of his friend group. Maybe those guys are assholes for taking his side when they probably shouldn't. Who knows?
But I mean, maybe they don't mean to be taking sides. They're just, it's an old friend. They have limited their contact with that person, and they just are kind of nice to them. But like, they're never going to get. I don't know. It's just that's what happened. I don't like Skrull. I don't ever want to see Skrull again.
In the UK indie scene, way before the Me Too thing happened, we all knew about it. I used to make quite veiled jokes on this show for a year previously, right? And everybody knew about it. Marty knew about it and continued about trying to make himself a big star, and he was getting ready for AEW and all these other things. So he didn't give a fuck about what he'd done.
Yeah.
So he's a piece of shit. He should never be seen on the face of Earth again.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Like
if you hang out with him, you're kind of telling people who you really are. There's no oh well, that's how you guys end up with a fucking president who's a fucking pedophile. So you know.
Speaking of which, I got my pop of the week.
So anyway,
okay, what's your pop of the week, Bear?
They're both gonna have to live with that.
This is
as
pop of the week.
As a somebody from Minnesota, my pop of the week was when the entire Vegas crowd shouted "fuck Ice" before the main event today at AEW.
There you go, and it's wrestling related because it happened in a wrestling venue.
It did.
Take that, America.
I wish more. I wish there was a movement in more sports areas where like if it was in Europe, like he talks about, is that like they are good at chants. And if you want to see like an awesome movement, I wish you'd see it more in other pro sports stuff, like in the NBA at the Super Bowl, you know, because that's where you can make your voice heard. That's where the people that are in power can hear it. You know, when you can take, that's the thing that's great about wrestling, is that when they don't like something, they can take a narrative over. How many times have we seen in WWE crowd chants take over a show?
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
And like I just wish you'd see more of that in like the NBA or the NHL or you know, just in pro sports, stuff like that, where you can actually make your voice heard.
Hey, look, sometimes taking a knee during the anthem gets you no career.
Yeah, but that's somebody putting their. I'm talking about like the crowd in general.
The crowd, yeah,
like the crowd as the people. We the people have a voice that we can use and put it out there on television if we really want to. And tonight was a moment.
That's a great point because, you know, usually like student movements in Mexico come out of like the, you know, las barras, you know, the groups that are behind the teams. But I never seen that in the United States. Like I never seen a movement start like from a sports team. Like the only thing that I've seen, and I lived through one, which was Canada, but it's kind of the same thing. It's a riot emerging from, you know, like winning a championship. But I never seen like a movement, a student movement, or anything like that coming out of like a sporting event. That is true.
Do you know why, Tony? Because they lick boots.
There's a lot of boot
more than you just did. They swallow boots whole, and they go for the toe first.
Look, I will say this. I don't typically talk politics very much. And as any of my friends will tell you, I'm probably the most conservative out of all of us, being that I'm an independent moderate who has voted both Republican and Democratic. But I will say this, and I will say it very publicly with no shame whatsoever. I absolutely despise what is going on in this country right now. I don't like the dissension. I don't like what it means for politics. I genuinely hope some better people take over in the Republican Party because I think we need fiscal conservatism. and that is just nowhere to be found right now. And
we're watching pro wrestling in politics.
I know
it's just where I want to see pro wrestling. I don't want to see politics in wrestling, and I don't want to see wrestling in politics. But if it takes politics to be in wrestling to get a change happening, like, I'm for it.
Well, I mean, at this point in time, it's going to take any type of groundswell, period. Whether it's a comment on some late night podcast that you're watching about wrestling, which is us, whether it's the people at an event, whether it's in your newspapers, your television, or whatever. Whether it's the pocketbooks of the people in charge. Like we were talking today about the Buc-ee's thing and whether or not that was a real story, whether the Buc-ee's owner had contributed to ICE directly or not. The simple fact of the matter is he's a card-carrying Republican. He's very conservative, but I love the guy's business practices, and I love what he does with his company. I love how he treats his employees, and I'm never going to tell you otherwise. And I hope to God that he isn't contributing directly to something that vile, but I'm sure he's contributed to something that has contributed to it because he's a part of that party. So what do I want to see? I want to see that change. I don't necessarily agree with some of my friends. Like I would say that Meef takes a pretty hard line to the far left of wanting to see some of these people in the dirt. I don't necessarily go that direction.
He wants them in the gallows.
But I'd like to see a lot of change at the midterms. Not afraid to say it. I know where my votes are going. I know where my opinion's going. I know where my dollars are being spent contributing to certain things. And I'm all about Stacey Abrams and everything she's doing in Georgia right now. I love it. You won't hear anything different from me about it. And I hope that people find those people out there that have a voice that makes sense and support them. And that's what I would say on this platform without getting into a bunch of debates on the minutia of any of these issues. Support the people that you feel really actually represent you. If you feel like you are a racist and you dislike foreigners being in your country and you do not believe in your fellow man, please, by all means, continue voting for those people because that's your right as an American. I have
friends in Minnesota. They are terrorizing. I don't know if people outside of Minnesota understand like the reality of it, but it's fucked up there, man. Like I have friends, I have family there. I still go back there quite a bit. I just hope that people outside of Minnesota understand that they're just further down a list.
Go say Coma's like, get it back in the ring, get it back in the ring, and I will.
I will.
That's it. I'll get off of it now, but that was my top of the week.
This is all just orchestrated. This is all just orchestrated chaos, designed by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, as written in their emails. Everyone should know by now that they created the ultra right movement and also the ultra left movement on 4chan and Reddit. This is all verified in the Epstein emails that I read on social media. So I don't know. Maybe if it gets reported in the news, I guess it's real. But I read.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
So that's
fine.
That's my pop of the week. They made the world better for us. Thank you.
Because the people that I represent, they get asked these questions about how they feel about ICE, or I get asked, and I do have a certain degree of reserve of what my answers are, because my true belief, and this is something that, like, I've been affected directly by these things, right? Like, my life has been impacted by this. So what I have to say is, like, you guys, not me, because he's in England, he's got his own problems. But thank you for commenting. you guys are the ones who have to make a change. If you guys think that this is fucked up and this is affecting people's life and it's getting you nowhere to be a better economy and a better nation and be peaceful and love thy neighbor and all that stuff, okay, like Mr. Right or something, then do something about it. Because no matter how many times they ask us, and by us, I mean Latinos, we're still the minority people. We're still the ones affected by this shit. So, yeah, you guys need to do something. That's all I have to say.
Okay, and Tony, while you've got the mic, do you have a pop or drop of the week? Either one.
I have both.
Mixed it up. Give them to us.
Pop and drop. It's both La Parca and Iguana being on the show.
Yes.
That was amazing. I mean, can you believe? Like, I mean, of course, La Parca was gonna be there because we talked about it last week. Because the name brand, it's like putting Pepsi on Coca-Cola. Of course, it was gonna be. But Iguana, man, the rise of this guy, it's fantastic. It's lovable. And it works. Whatever you put him on, it works. He's gonna be there on Saturday, and Saturday is gonna be like fun, because they're gonna have him like decide turn between two lovers, whatever. So yes, that's gonna be fun.
It's great.
That's my pop. But at the same time, the drop is that that people went like crickets.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Like I thought, even for Saudi Arabia, I expected a little bit more. Me, if you got any other pops or drops? He's thinking.
Probably not. I've probably got too many drops.
Meef's life in wrestling is just one long drop.
Everything that happened in wrestling this week.
Like I can't watch WWE and enjoy it. I can't watch, and it's so readily available.
But Meefloaf, you're acting like there's nothing wrong with hate watching. Hate watching is your enjoyment of wrestling. Don't let anybody stop you from hate watching.
That's the problem. I watch football like that because Leeds do my fucking head in. But the thing is, I can't watch.
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I know what you're talking about, brother.
But no. Justin. American sports don't have relegations. I've watched my team go from Champions League semi-final within 2 years. We're in the Championship second division. Within 4 years or 5 years of that, we are playing in the third division of English football in stadiums which are like 10,000, 8,000.
Hold on.
My team
got regulated to
starting
SmackDown.
quarterbacks in like 13 seasons.
Yeah.
His team got regulated to SmackDown. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
He went to SmackDown. You got traded to SmackDown.
And to be fair, that SmackDown was so much better.
The Road Dog is running his team.
I definitely had a few Road Dogs as
Iguana
managers.
is like Mr. Iguana's lizard. Oh, Laesca.
Okay,
it's like Mr. Sacco.
The worst thing that America ever did to me was give me Jesse Marsh. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. Sorry about your
is.
Mets, Rebecca. Didn't know that. I did not know you were a Mets fan. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's some deep.
Really sorry.
Also,
all right.
Move teams to the other side of the country. So there's that.
Bear, what do you got? Pops, drops?
I got one more drop, and I've said it already, but man, I just can't believe they buried their show like that. I mean, it's just like they buried their champion, they buried their show, they buried that championship. Like you can't walk away from that segment and go that SmackDown and Raw are an equal footing. And not that you could before that, but there's no like even pretending anymore.
CM Punk and Roman Reigns absolutely buried SmackDown. They buried their own WWE product. Yeah. And also, it worked. It made me more excited about their feud.
Don't get me wrong. I want to see Roman Reigns beat the shit out of CM Punk. Like, I'm all for it. But
I want to see CM Punk beat the shit out of Roman Reigns.
Really?
And I'm a Roman Reigns fan, but I want to see CM Punk take it to Roman Reigns just to knock him down a peg because CM's right. If you look at CM's title run in like 400 and something days, he had 5 times more defenses than Roman Reigns had in 1,000 something days. Like, it's crazy. Plus CM Punk was doing the house shows too.
Asshole. Even when CM Punk he's still an asshole.
I know, but at the same time, that doesn't make him wrong.
I'm not saying he's wrong. He's still an asshole, and that's why he's a good professional wrestler.
I know,
because I'm excited to see him get his ass.
I want to see the guy who's right be right. He is the old guy. He did pave the road for Roman Reigns. Like, they hadn't done a long time champion like that in a while. Like, if you go back and you look at all that Attitude Era stuff, like Stone Cold would have the belt for 3 or 4 months, then Rock would have it for 3 or 4 months, and then Mankind would have it for a month, and then Undertaker would have it for a month. Like, there was so much parity back then. That's why all those guys are huge stars to us, because the belt moved around. And when a guy had it for a quarter of the year, you felt like that was a long time. CM Punk was like one of the first dudes that had it for more than a year in ages. And then
I do not
Roman
like
Reigns
those long
comes along.
title runs in general. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's why I probably was pretty stale on both of those guys for a long time.
Well, look, I liked the promo. I liked where it went. I don't know if it's not pipe bomb level, but I want to see the matchups that I really want to see now in wrestling. I want to see Swerve and Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but by the end of tonight's Dynamite, I was like, oh my God, I actually want to see Swerve and Kenny. I really want to see this Punk and Roman thing now. I think that's a great WrestleMania main event. I don't care what they do with Cody or Drew or any of those guys now. That is your main event for WrestleMania.
Because they buried him.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to get me excited for that SmackDown.
But that's fine. At least whatever that is your night 2 main event that should carry you through watching 17 other hours of wrestling. That has to be enough to get you through all of it. And then the other thing that I really want to see now, ever since Trick Williams squared up on Randy Orton, I want that match. I want that match. I don't know how they made me want that match, but I want that friggin' match. And I'd like to see
at this point. We are at this point that you have to bury a whole brand to make a feud work.
But whatever, because nothing else has been working. and this
you got to make a moment.
Another pay-per-view on ESPN or whatever, where ESPN is like, really? This is what we bought? Like, this is the great WWE that we paid $1 billion for all your pay-per-views, and this is the crap you're giving us again? Like, this ESPN deal, like, Netflix should be happy. ESPN should not be happy.
You know,
they're putting better really stuff on Saturday night's main event. Sometimes they didn't even give them John Cena's last match. They gave that to Peacock. Okay, they gave them the most dismal Royal Rumble in ages, in 10 or 12 years. Like, ESPN's first pay-per-view was the worst pay-per-view WWE's done in probably 20 years. Like, ESPN should be absolutely furious. They are not getting their money's worth.
So should USA, because their show's being run by Road Dogg.
Bear said it this time.
I have come up with a pop as well.
Okay.
By the way. I've been thinking, so I've come up with a pop.
Oh God, really? Oh my God.
And we've been quite, serious on this show, and a bit like, how do we do this? Go into some politics and stuff. So, it's always a serious subject. So it's been absolutely beautiful to see the blossoming love between Byron and Mandeep tonight. And I just hope it lasts for eternity. To see such a magical, wonderful thing take place live on air has been so wonderful.
He wants to wear you like a Buffalo Bill style.
I really wasn't trying to look that good tonight, but I guess I can't help it. Sorry.
It's the fact that you didn't try. That's what made you so attractive.
Natural beauty, Byron. Natural beauty. That's what it is.
No, believe me, I know it. It's just
you look like a
nutsack.
It's just some people's tastes.
It's because he's using the skincare product. I mean, it's clearly working wonders.
I've been using it for a long time. My pop of the week is CM Punk saying, I think WrestleMania is so big. I think our roster is so deep. It's hard to spotlight all the talented blah, 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 blah. To me, 2 nights, it's better than 1. I don't really differentiate for WrestleMania. 2 nights, any main event, night 1, night 2 is the same thing. It's all good. That's my pop of the week. He's talking level-headed. There's no way that could be construed as hypocritical at all. And I think it's great that he's taking a stand and making a solid point like that.
He's taking the company's stand, yeah.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Well, he has to now. He buried the B show.
All right, let me give you my drop of the week. It's still Royce Keys. It was the lights, but it's Royce Keys. I hate the name. I know it has sentimental value. Don't come at me. I don't care. Put something in front of it, like Axe Smasher Royce Keys or something. Like, give me something that makes this dude sound like he's gonna hurt somebody, not like a middle-aged white man that's going to sell me a luxury car. This is not okay. This name sucks. This name is horrible. I'm sorry. There's been a lot of WWE names that have come about that are stupid, but this one really takes the cake. You can't tell me.
Why they put the old name and then they transition like nobody even care about that? Like just like that even made it even worse because you're like,
because
wow,
they
that
didn't
name
know
was
what
cool.
a powerhouse
never mind.
Hobbs was. It was like a cool debut where because TK obviously doesn't own the Powerhouse Hobbs name, clearly they were able to use it and do this transition on screen. That would have gotten the hugest pop in the States. The hugest pop. I almost wish he hadn't debuted in Royal Rumble just because it was wasted. But maybe, when they show the package,
they should have had him be behind the mask.
Put some more crowd into it. So that is still my drop of the week.
It's like, it's
so what the Keys?
That's even better.
Like what? Royce is one of his kids' names, and then Keys is his dead mother's maiden name or something.
Yes.
I don't care. It's still bad. I'm sorry, Hobbs. You're my boy. I love you, dog. But
why
honestly,
you need to change your name? I don't need it.
I mean, if he had the rights to Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, he just didn't want to sell it to them because they take it. It was the same thing Karrion Kross did. He owned Killer Kross and Kevin Kross and all that stuff, but when he came to WWE and they showed him the contract, he was like, "No, you can't have my name for all that. Like, I will take whatever name you give me. We'll make up a new one, but you can't have if I have to give it to you for perpetuity that way, then nah." And I think
Powerhouse
representatives,
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, exactly. And then
P House.
My final pop of the week is something that has gone completely unnoticed because I feel like WWE did the stupidest thing at the wrongest time, which is your new NXT champion. Say his name and he appears. It's Joe Hendry.
That's right.
Does anybody even know?
There's a ladder match.
I know.
Yeah,
it was a big match.
Ricky
And
Starks.
him and Ricky doing the thing, pulling the belt and everything was excellent. And
actually, the highlight from that ladder match was I don't follow NXT enough, but the dude that was like using the ladders as a stilts. That was
there was
some
excellent stuff. It was a really good
that
match.
was innovative. It's tough to get innovative in a ladder match these days because everybody's done stuff. But
it was a good match. It was the right thing to do with Joe Hendry. I think it was the wrong week to do it, but that's my pop of the week because they went unnoticed, and I think they deserve a little bit of credit. So until Man Deep Nagar gets a piece of Byron and gets to wear him
Mandeep follow Byron online? Where can Mandeep follow Byron? It's at Byron Fever.
Yeah.
On all social media.
At Byron Fever.
You should see him in his hockey uniform.
Oh yeah, he likes to wear your hockey uniforms.
You know what they do with those hockey cups, right? When people win the championship, right, Byron?
You don't know anything about hockey.
Until next time, stay
If
calm.
you have, don't know